Good evening. Welcome to the PEGASYS Access TV Center, and welcome to our 11th annual PEGASYS Awards. I'm Lauren Stefanelli, coordinator of the center, and I'll be your host for this evening. On behalf of Time Warner Cable, I'm very appreciative and proud of the public, educational, and governmental access producers and crew members who have worked so hard to bring you 4 channels worth of locally produced programming this past year. This is their night, and we're here to recognize their hard work. There was more local programming produced than ever before on all of the access channels this year, 1995. On public access channels 13 and 57, over 1,700 new original local programs were produced and cablecast in 1995. That's over 400 more than in 1994. So producers in this area have been extremely active. Public access is unique. Our programs feature your friends, neighbors, children, and local celebrities in politics and the arts. No other cable channel offers you the opportunity to see your community in such depth. No other channel offers you the opportunity to call in and talk to local officials and discuss local issues. And certainly, no other channel offers you the opportunity to come on down and make your own TV show. Many viewers still think that access producers are paid handsomely for their work. In fact, a lot of producers are asked that on the streets. In fact, all producers, crews, and program hosts and guests are volunteers. No one associated with a public access production is paid. Then why do they do it? Some are passionate advocates of free speech. Some are committed to a particular cause or issue. And some find that in access production, an enjoyable hobby. We at Time Warner Cable feel that access programming is a unique service which we are proud to offer. In addition to serving the public, we are happy to see an increasing involvement among the local schools and governments in using access channels and services. Before we go any further, I'd like to introduce Time Warner Cable's marketing manager, Tom Doheny, who will say a few words.
I just wanted to welcome everybody and thank the producers and to pay recognition to our staff, Heather Arns, Paul Smith, Greg Bowman, and Lauren Stefanelli.
Tonight's awards ceremony will offer awards in 9 categories, from talk shows, our bread and butter around here, to arts, events, and documentaries. 2 local high schools are competing in the youth category. There are dueling cooking shows and comedy shows. For the past month, we have been screening all of the entrants in full on Channel 13. Hopefully, some of you have had the opportunity to see these entrants yourselves. A contest for viewers called Guess the Winners has been running concurrently with the Producers Contest. We will be showing during the program tonight clips of each of the entrants. In addition to the 9 category winners, we will have 1 Lifetime Achievement Award winner and 4 grand prize winners. The 4 grand prizes are the 2 best public and the 2 best educational or governmental programs from among all of the programs submitted. Because the programs are judged on a point system, a 5-point system, 5 being the best, a show may not have won in its category to be in the top 4, as long as it is among the top scorers among all programs in the competition. Before we begin, I'd like to recognize our judges. Each year, 3 independent volunteer judges evaluate and score the entries. The average of their scores determine the entry's total score. This is a labor of love, a gesture of commitment to the ideals of access and to the access community. Our judges this year, and I believe one of our judges is present, are Steve Tremble, director of Cornell Cinema, Wendy Skinner, former reporter for the Journal and Times, who is now in publishing, and Harvey Gitlin. Harvey's here. Could you stand up for us, Harvey? Who is a member of the Ithaca City Cable Commission. Please join me in thanking our judges. This year we have local celebrities, most of whom have close associations with access programming, presenting our awards in some of the categories. The first category is arts events and arts performance. And we're just about to roll the clips. We have 5 entrants in this category this year. What you'll see is about a minute of each, and we're about ready to roll that tape now.
business-like, show business-like, no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get the happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show.
Coming soon to your hometown, this place you think about leaving every day. The Ithaca farce, 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 the Ithaca farce.
Well, as you can see, we have a really wide range of arts event programming happening in Ithaca, and that's just really the tip of the iceberg. Every year I try to encourage as many producers as possible to submit their tapes to this competition just so we can display the broad range of programming that we've got here. And it's really dramatically wide, and there are so many events going on in Ithaca, and we're really fortunate to have so many volunteers that want to cover it. But only one can win, and the winner in the arts event category is the ACS group for Wizard of Oz. Accepting for ACS will be Heather Arns. Thank you. Our next category tonight is community meeting. We have a wealth of community meeting coverage in this town as well. County meetings, city meetings, lots of volunteers covering meetings that have particular issues of interest to them. And we have two candidates tonight in this category, and we're about to see some clips of them now.
All right, I'm going to pass the gifts on to Santa. But you know what? Before I do that, guess what? We have somebody who's missing. At least one somebody who's missing who was part of your group. Do you remember? What's her name? Simone. Simone is on the telephone, and she is so sad because she got snowed in. So everybody should say, "We miss you, Simone." We miss you, Simone. And happy Christmas. And happy Kwanzaa. Okay. And Simone will save your gift. We'll save your gift for you. Okay. All right. So let's see. How old did you say you were there, my friend? How old are you? 9? Okay. Okay. All right. So I guess I'm.
I put together a little World Wide Web page myself to more or less drive the internet. And of course, the first stop on our journey ought to be our own Tompkins County home page, our Tompkins County government page. And this doesn't come out too great on the TV, and we can't get it much bigger. But some of the information that's available now is information from the Tompkins County agencies and departments. Departments that have or highlighted here actually have a page that has additional information. In this case, we clicked on personnel and went to the civil service page where we have exam announcements and vacancy lists out there. So people out on the net, we actually are getting quite a few hits on this particular page series.
Sometimes community meetings don't seem as exciting to watch, especially in little clips, as other kind of meetings, but they perform a really valuable function in this town. I think that the county has found, as they've developed their program, that viewership and response from the public at being able to see these meetings, especially reruns of these meetings when issues really touch them personally, is a really valuable service that they're providing. The winner in this category, and this time I'm actually going to open the envelope and look, is Julie Crowell for the Tompkins County Board of Representatives. Accepting on behalf of the county will be Les Jenks. Come on up, Les. Could you also, make a speech? And if you could read some of the names of the people that participate in the show, that would be great.
Jim Blizzard for the Tompkins County Board meeting, community meeting. David Craig, Tompkins County Board meeting, community meeting. Anthony Vaughn, Tompkins County Board meeting, community meeting.
Excuse me, David? David's here. David, could you come on up? Come on, Dave. Yes, please.
David, that's for you.
Why, thank you. Unaccustomed as I am to public speaking, usually I'm on the other side of the camera. I'd like to thank you for this wonderful award.
Okay, Dave.
I won't sing a song this time.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce now our first celebrity presenter, who will be introducing the variety category of our awards tonight. He is the Wave radio personality, Chris Allinger.
Thank you very much. I'd like to take this time to thank the Academy. Actually, I'm a last-minute entry into the presenting category this evening. I understand that the Girl Scouts were supposed to be here tonight to present this award, but hey, they make cookies, I eat them. Thanks, Mr. Mayor. I do want to point out, I've been asked to make the announcement that the monitoring of the awards tonight, the judging of the awards, has been monitored by the independent auditing firm of Paes, and Uwin. So that works out well. I'm presenting the variety category this evening, and it certainly lives up to his name, Paes, and Uwin. If I go too fast, we'll back up. Tonight we have a dramatic production, a game show, and a comedy show competing for the prize. And the entries are Nothing in Particular by producer Mike Fairbanks.
Bob Bobbins was an assistant secretarial gopher for the IRS. Bob had a computer. But little did Bob know that the computer would change his life, for one day he got a disc in the mail. Got the disc, I better install it. I'm breaking into the main account. But Bob accidentally trashed his life. Oh no, my existence been erased. Eager to get his life back, Bob decided to take the disc and the backup copy of his life to his office, but people were trying to stop him.
Lady Mannerly's Dracula by Pauline Layton.
Oh, I forgot. May I offer you a brandy, Count?
No use offering him a brandy.
I know, but it's one of those rules of the portman. I do not drink brandy.
No, but I know what you do drink. And I know what you don't like. Like sunlight. That I learned to like it fast because my young friend and I have discovered your secret crypt, and they have sprinkled all of your coffins with holy water. What do you say to that?
Oh, it's so cute. It's adorable. You know
And Fake Out by Eric Shirley.
a lot of times. It's a cat. Oh. Now look at it. Little cat feet. It's a Jesus. It's a bad cat. No, it's a cat. Look at it's a cat.
Oh, right?
I love you, kitty. You're cute. And I love you.
Please pass it on
And I
now.
hug you. It's my kitty. My kitty.
You might not believe it. I mean, I know in the past you didn't take it seriously, but this, my friends, my losers, is a watch.
What? What
I
about
know.
the cat feet?
You're confusing them.
What about the cat head and the cat whiskers?
I'm sorry, Zach. I'm
It's so
really
sharp.
sorry. It is. Be careful. You might want to put on gloves before putting it on your wrist because it does cut like a knife. But, sorry. But yeah, it tells time.
And the winner is Nothing in Particular, Mike Fairbanks.
I'd like to thank the following people for helping out. David Lay, who is here, and Jesse Harriet, Jed Gantert, Mark Buren, Matt Barnes, and Jay Mendelson for helping out with crew, and Gareth Richards also for helping out with crew. We don't get paid for this? I thought you said, I think Dave has.
I'd like to thank the Pope for his public endorsement of our show and the especially twisted people who have made the acceptance of our brand of humor acceptable. Thanks.
Oh, captured by balloons. Our next category is Public Affairs Magazine programming, and we have a celebrity presenter for this category as well. He is the producer and host of a former Access program called The Outsiders, and you also just saw him performing as an actor in the last category as Count Dracula. He is our own Mark Finkelstein.
I'm very happy to have this opportunity, particularly because traditionally, of course, celebrities get to use this opportunity to put in a plug for their sort of favorite politically correct pet cause. And I was thinking about this, and I had in mind the liberation of Tibet, but then somebody told me that Richard Gere had already taken that, so I had to think a little bit more. And then I thought about the fact that Weight Acceptance Month is probably going to be coming up again. And so with that in mind, and given particularly that Mayor Cohn is here tonight, I wanted to just put in a plug for the idea of declaring Ithaca a cholesterol-free zone. So something for you to think about at the next Common Council meeting. In any case, Public Affairs Magazine is a new category this year, but that didn't stop us from having some really strong competitors from both Pegasus and from Ithaca College Television. From human rights to veterans issues, Public Affairs magazines have offered a strong, specialized news source for Tompkins County. So let's have a look at our entries, and the first entry is Amnesty International by producer Wies van Leuken.
One reason that I was really interested in Amnesty after I began to learn what it was is that I had realized that I had traveled to many of the places where we write urgent action letters to, and I realized that, while I was there, I had no idea that there were, human rights violations.
And Tukumbi Lumumba Kasanga, a humanitarian from Zaire, gave this account of how he became an activist.
I read a lot, and I read extensively philosophers. I read Jean-Paul Sartre when I was in elementary school. And also when I went to high school, I read Marx. I read many Western philosophers. In fact, I do recall one time the principal of high school saying to openly in our class, he said, well, this school is going to have one philosopher, and that is going to be Tukumbi Lumumba Kasongo. So because I was always reading philosophies.
Tell you, probably by then, it was probably
Our next entry is A Veterans Affairs by Harvey Baker.
So they had their hands full teaching us how to keep ourselves alive. And you worked hard. You worked 7 days a week. Most of the time we were in the field for 7 to 10 days, then come off and have a 3-day leave. At Pendleton. At Pendleton, up in L.A., San Diego, and all up and down here.
Sure,
a lot of
out Pendleton.
Tijuana and all those places.
Yeah, I was there too. I think we did an invasion there.
Yeah. And then they 5th Marine Division completed there, or just about completed, and my regiment, the 26th Marines, they felt that we were the most advanced trained, and when they were doing Saipan, things were going very badly, and they pulled my regiment, and we combat loaded out of San Diego, heading for Saipan.
Troop ships.
Attorneys for East Coast.
And our final entry is The News Tonight by Matt Gaffney and Deb Cranwell.
Chairman of the Planning Board, David Kay, and the City of Ithaca are named as the defendants in the case. In the court papers, East Coast also charges the board did not meet several deadlines and held meetings with the Stop Walmart Group at inappropriate times. The documents also included a clause reserving the right to seek monetary compensation, which could reach $25 million if the court finds the Planning Board had acted improperly. The case is set to begin on January 12th.
A 10-year-old Enfield girl remains in critical condition tonight with a form of meningitis.
The girl has meningococema, a bacterial blood infection that can affect the spine. The child has been at the Health Science Center in Syracuse since Thursday. The other children at the Enfield Elementary School have not shown to have any symptoms. They're being given oral antibiotics. This strain of meningitis is different from the strain which killed an Ithaca College and a Cornell student earlier this year.
And the winner is The News Tonight, Matt Gaffney and Deb Cranwell. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm very pleased to announce that there are two winners in this category. I have already announced that the educational access winner is The News Tonight, but there's also a public access winner, and that winner is Amnesty International, Wies van Leuken.
I know we have somebody here from the News Tonight, if they could come forwards as well.
I want to thank the staff of Cable Access very much for sharing their enthusiasm with me. And I want to thank Martin Kelly, Jim Blizzard, Heather Arns, and Jeffrey Pelham, and all the other crew that helped me. Thank you very much.
And Matt Gaffney from The News Tonight. Congratulations.
I actually look a lot like Matt Gaffney, although I'm not. My name is Tim Tunis, and I'm one of the anchors on the other night of The News Tonight. And I just want to thank everybody on behalf of ICTV who worked so hard for The News Tonight. We realize that we're college students and that we're not necessarily a large part of the community, but we do care about the community. We want to let everybody know that News Center 7 is not the only news operation in town, at least on TV. Thank you.
And moving on to our next category, innovative programming. Well, we found that Mark was so innovative with his performance as Dracula that we're having him present the next category as well. Mark Finkelstein.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm back. Okay. Well, in the innovative category it's one that continues to make everyone sit up and pay attention. Often this has something to do with the avant-garde nature of what you're seeing on the screen. From the offerings of Tinfoil Man to the tale of unhappy royalty, this is once again a category you won't want to miss. And the entries are The Creature Chronicles by Paula McGuire, Scott Nolan, and Russell Tucker.
Finally, I would like to thank each and every one of you for electing me this year's mayor.
Grandpa, are you all right?
Huh? Oh, I'm fine. I was just thinking about this year's race for mayor, that's all.
Where's the article on the race?
Well, let me just find it. It's, oh, there it is. There you go.
Thanks. I bet I could win the race. I'm the fastest runner there is. I'm the fastest runner in the world.
No, you're not. I am. I'm gonna win this race because I'm the fastest runner in the world.
Runners, take your mark. Get set and go!
The next entry is Stummavision by Garrison Heslin.
More videos and music received by our Media Arts Division. Our viewer analysis polls show that You, the viewer, need more stimulation.
And our final entry is The Sad Princess by Mary Milne. And okay. You know, if we can just stand a little bit more suspense before I announce the winner, I just want to recognize, in case she doesn't win an award later in the night, I want to recognize one of the really great producers and directors and creators down at Pegasus, and that is Pauline Layton, who's in the crowd tonight. So you can have a hand for Pauline. So, back to Innovative. And the winner is The Sad Princess, Mary Milne.
Mary, congratulations. Come on up. Have this. Say a few words.
Well, just want to thank Lauren and the rest of the staff down here, and that this is really a remarkable facility that we have that's open to the public, and I think it's really wonderful, and it's great that so many people in Ithaca do take advantage of it, and it's here available for more people to come down, so don't just watch TV, come down and make TV.
Thank you, Mary, and thank you, Mark. Next, we're going to interrupt the awards for just a short while, and we're going to draw out the suspense a little bit more by having an entertainment break. We're going to have a special guitar performance by our own Nothing in Particular producer, Mike Fairbanks. Come on up, Mike.
Something I wrote a while ago.
very much, Mike. Did the song have a name? No. He was working on a name this afternoon.
It's called the PEGASYS Awards song.
Very good, thank you. All right, we're moving on back to our 6th category, which is the youth category, which is open to people under the age of 18 or people that are working in a group wherein all of the creative elements are under the age of 18. And we have a celebrity couple who are presenting this award tonight. They are new producers who have just started their first Access series called The Poets Corner. And they are Kathy Purnell and William Kraft. Come on up.
Good evening. It seems oddly appropriate for Bill and I to present the PEGASYS Award in the youth category. As Lauren mentioned, William and I are co-producers of the Poets Cafe, a show in its first season, which I guess figuratively you could say is in its youth. William and I are generally impressed that the nominees for this award have produced programs on cable channels at such a young age.
We as adults should be supportive and appreciative of the projects and achievements of youth. One wonders how much more prolific Arthur Rimbaud, the French poet and child prodigy, who wrote A Season in Hell at the age of 17, could have been if he had been given the support and recognition he deserved during his youth. Support is a useful thing, as at the age of 19, Arthur Rimbaud stopped running and became a gun runner in Africa.
We are certain that each of these young adults will have a brighter future as long as we as a community continue to support the efforts of youth.
And the entries in the youth category are
Lake Street News by producer Jeff Spence and his class at Ithaca High School.
Karl Madeo's class at the Alternative Community School for Children of the Sun.
Down a little bit more.
But how do solar panels work?
A photovoltaic cell consists of a semiconductor, a material which conducts electricity, and a latticework of silicon atoms. The upper silicon atoms are called the N-type, while the lower atoms are called the P-type. The N-type layer consists of several silicon atoms which have an extra electron, while the P-type has several silicon atoms without the extra electron. Because there's a hole in the P-type atoms, the extra electron from the N-type can move down and join the P-type, giving the P-type a negative charge and the N-type a positive charge.
And the winner is Lake Street News by Jeff Spence and his class at Ithaca High School.
Lake Street News, when you show you a mailbox devouring a person, right? We do actually do news also. But on behalf of 26 grateful students, I'd like to thank Lauren and all the PEGASYS staff, the Ithaca Cable Commission, and the Time Warner front office for their continued support. The students are having a lot of fun. They're learning a lot more than video. Thank you.
Okay, now we're up for a very hotly contested category, documentaries, and we have a special guest celebrity presenter tonight for this category, Ithaca Mayor and host of a currently running series, City Lion, Alan Cohen.
Thank you, Lauren. I can't see the cue cards out there, so I'll have to read from my notes this evening. We have 6 entrants for the documentary category this evening, a very impressive turnout considering in this MTV age of short bites, the number of hours of hard work and copious editing that it takes to produce a documentary, not to mention the amount of time it takes to watch one as well. But add to that the fact that our workers are volunteers, and you realize the love that our community has for telling a story. The entries for this category are The Heroes We Grew Up With by Marshall Maddie and Tim Tunnison.
My mother started me that she felt it was a good way for me to start reading, and she was always into comic books herself.
We always had comic books and books around the house. My mother read comics. She read superhero comics. She read the Archie comics. She read the romance comics. She read the humor comics. She read movie comics. She read comic books.
My brother was big into DC books, and my sister was into the Harvey and Archie books. So believe it or not, my first books that I was into were Hot Stuff, Dot, and Lotta, branching more into the DC type books as I grew up.
I was collecting Legionnaires, basically DC Comics, Justice League of America. I also did Archie.
I can remember having Spider-Man, little Spider-Man graphic novels, and more Spider-Man action figures than you could probably shake a stick at and bounding around the house with them.
Our next entry is True Colors 2, Homeless in Ithaca by Mark French and Chris Corderi.
I have no other place to go. There are some people who are single parents or low-income families who are stretching their food stamps and stretching their dollar. So they come here on weekends and partake of not only our food, but of our spiritual feeding as well, as we do give a devotion at each meal.
Majority of the patrons come to this weekend meal for more than just the food.
Togetherness.
Togetherness. You get people in here, some of them come in here and want something.
I like coming out and socializing.
Only 10% of operations are funded by state and federal agencies. The Salvation Army depends primarily on personal donations.
Dream Street on Buffalo Hill by Gossa Tsegaye.
They got corn on stalks, cars on blocks, skipping rocks, doors unlocked. You know, some will and some will not on Dream Street. The flowers grow like children do. Some are wild like me and you. They just do what they gotta do on Dream Street. Winter's cold, springtime's warm, trees to tap, fix a flat, a little of this and a
Looking Back by Les Jenks.
In 1841, his training completed, and to
Ithaca
support his
Calendar
now
Clock
growing family, H.B. Horton took a job at the Ithaca
by
Farm
Larry McGill and Joel Warren.
During his employment there, he befriended the company salesman, Mr. Hervey Platts, who was 10 years his senior. As his father before him had done, Henry felt the urge to start a new life by moving west, and so he did in 1845 to Akron, Ohio. Little is known about his time there, but we do know that he and his wife Anne had 4 more children, 3 girls named Sarah, Grace, and Anna, and a son, Thomas. Their life was not easy, for they lost Thomas at 9 months and Grace at age 10.
Like a little maze that you would set a mouse or a rat in.
And finally, The Castle is Burning by John
and what
Ewing.
happens is I basically have taken all the students of Cornell who will pass through this thing for the next 2 months, and they become the test. If you take a look this way, what I'm doing is I've created 4 philosophies, 4 different statements, okay? And what they are, they range from 2 to 2.5 to 3 foot high styrofoam letters. And they are philosophical statements. They will run just like this on the insides of each of the posts. So this one says, the man who has been trampled underfoot has licked his wounds and has tasted the salt of resentment.
A fine group of entrants this evening. And the winner is, in the documentary category, do we have 2, perhaps, winners? Ah, okay. The winner is Gossa Tsegaye for Green Street on Buffalo Hill. And, oh, okay. And accepting for Gossa will be Heather Arns.
I'm going to say a little more than just thank you for this one. I guess I want to say that, you know, Gossa really loves his adopted country, his adopted county, and TV, and I think we really see the result. We found out when Gossa ran his first screening, he had over 300 people come see it. And in fact, when he ran his show here, we had over a dozen calls, people wanting tapes, so thanks. Read the names of his crew? Okay. Gossa also has a crew, so maybe we should mention them. Oh, let's see here. We had Ken DeGraff, who actually I went to Ithaca College and I know him, wonderful guy, so we thank him for all his work. And also Brian Moriello from Ithaca College as well, worked with Gossa on this project.
For all the years that I've been associated with this awards, this is the first time that Gossa hasn't been here. It's very unlike him not to be around when it's awards time, but I'm sure he'll be kicking himself tomorrow. We'll move on to the next category, which, as I said at the beginning, is our bread and butter around here, the talk show category. And we've got a celebrity presenter for this category as well. And our celebrity presenter is Brian Van Kampen, one of the co-hosts for Take Two, which is our movie review show. He's the co-host with Beth Saunier, who couldn't be here tonight. Take Two is a movie review show with an attitude, according to Brian, and will soon be celebrating its 4th anniversary on Cable 13. In 1994, Take Two was voted Best Cable Access Show in the Ithaca Times Readers Poll. And so now, to present the award for talk show is Brian Van Kampen.
Thank you, Lauren. And good evening, everybody. It's always a pleasure to come out here and appear on live television and celebrate the essence of the best of cable television. I was talking to Heather Arns, one of the producers of tonight's color cast, and we were trying to figure out which topic I should introduce, and it quickly became apparent that talk show would be most appropriate on behalf of Beth and myself, because that's all we ever do is talk. And I was actually going to come out here and give you a couple movie reviews quickly for your money, but we're just going to move right into the entries. Talk shows are, as Lauren said, the bread and butter of Pegasus, the most widely used form of television in public access, and our 6 entrants are more like prime rib. Media offerings of important issues of the day. And the entries are:
Dear Councilman, I think you should
Images,
understand that
Call
everybody has a
Casey
right
by
to say
producer
things.
Les Jinks.
I should think you would respect that.
No,
All right,
John.
and I'm going to say something else, too. This is another case of why while Rome burned. Why is that? Because the old thing about Nero fiddling. We got serious problems in Ithaca, and I don't think you're going to solve the problems by questioning a man's financial abilities.
Well, it's partly because of Alan's questioning of the city's finances that I think it's very relevant how Alan runs his finances.
He can't spend any money as mayor. You do. So it's council's problem.
John, the difference between myself and city government is this. If I fall short in running my business, I don't have the luxury of raising taxes or raising fees.
Into the second period, was there any concern maybe that the emotion
The
might
Gridiron
build up just a
Report
little bit
by
seeing as how
Kevin
it's so
Callahan
highly,
and
open?
Jennifer Milford.
We didn't concern ourselves with it. We knew we had to maintain a high level of intensity and to keep our concentration so that we could execute like we did in that first period. So that's what we were working on.
Crowd still pouring in as the second quarter gets underway, but Weidman rolls right and gets it picked off by Darren Strong, who brings it out to midfield. What happened there, Coach? It looked like you probably should have just thrown that one away.
Well, it was a third and short situation. Tried to do too much with it, and ill-advised pass. Neil would like to have that one back, but it did get us, again, lost field position and put some pressure on our defense.
Defense held again, but then on the first play, a wild one. It looked like Josh Allen was down, but Arcal Trula kicked it. Refs ruled it a turnover. What was your impression of that one?
Well, I agree with you, and the film showed that he was down, and the whistle should have blown. It's illegal to kick the football, so there are 2 plays that I felt weren't called that certainly changed the course of the football game.
But it seems to me that you would have
Town
some
Democrats
maybe desirable to
Roundtable
have some previous
by
experience
Pauline Layton.
working with the police, for example, with law enforcement officers. Do you have any experience in that regard?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Simply because of being mayor for the city of Ithaca, you are, in fact, the official head of the police department. And having worked in state government, it put me in contact with state police agencies and county sheriff's agencies on a constant basis. So I know very much the problems that they face, the difficulties that they have. I'm attuned to the crime problems we have both at the state, county, city, and town level. And having worked with those police agencies in different ways, I think that my exposure to that has been very helpful to me because it helps me understand both the police end and their problems and the citizens end and their problems.
Interesting that your challenge
Finger Lakes Forum by Ben Curtis.
That you seem to be, in the initial volley, outdoing one another in the area of affirmative action.
Yes, that was
at a time
strange.
when the rest of the country seems to be dumping affirmative action. I thought that was interesting.
Yes.
Would you like to present your side of the issue?
Oh, well, I think it was, frankly, I think it was an issue raised to be an issue. I think inevitably the challenger is looking for issues and looking to see where in my record they could find some chink that maybe they could attack. And I would say, for reasons that aren't very clear to me, she chose to take that one. I don't think it was justified. We've gone through statistics. This is not to say that I think that the city's record or anybody's record on affirmative action is as good as it should be.
A radical anti-government program.
Opinions, comments, just spouting off by Will Cohn Jr.
And point out some serious flaws with the way things work, or rather how government doesn't work. So keep that in mind. This is a catchphrase I've developed over the years, is government doesn't work, and we have the proof. On October 10th, there was a article about the Amtrak derailment, and we have a little selected article here about this thing. A note or notes found outside the train referred to the federal sieges at Waco, Texas, and Ruby Ridge, Idaho. anti-government extremist, similar to people like myself who are very upset with the federal, state, and local government for taking up to 47% of all I earn to waste on programs.
We'll question Ithaca's remaining two mayoral candidates.
The Ithaca mayoral debate by Deb Cranwell and Tom McCudden.
Followed by a 1-minute rebuttal by one of the candidates. Let me introduce the two candidates for mayor. We'll start with three-term incumbent Ben Nichols, the Democratic candidate, and seated next to him, independent challenger and owner of Simeon's on the Commons, Alan Cohn. Thanks for joining us. Our panelists for tonight are members of the Ithaca College Media, from 92 WICB, John Fink, and from ICTV, Tim Tunison. Our first round of questions will be asked by Tim Tunison. Mr. Nichols will have the first response. Tim?
Okay, Mr. Nichols, Mr. Cohen, thank you very much for being here. In your opinion, what opportunities does the new 4-year mayoral term allow for?
I'm first. Well, I would think it would be a chance to really get by for some years without spending so much time campaigning. We were just remarking before we came on the air that this is the 10th debate that we've had. Before that, I had a primary campaign.
They just announced the Oscars earlier this week, and I kind of got Oscar fever, so I just like to say it. My money's on the pig. Now, who would have thought that Mel Gibson would be up against a talking pig? That's the kind of thing you get when you get award shows. Without any further ado, we're going to announce the winners here for a talk show. Is the caller there? The winners are, for Public Access winner, Town Democrats Roundtable, produced by Pauline Layton. And the Educational Access winner, Ithaca Mayoral Debate, Deb Cranwell and Tom McCudden. Come on up.
Yes, people who worked on the show that I'd like to thank are David Craig, who's also here, by the way, and Robin Goodrich is not here, and Rita Cederstrom is here. What did I do? And let's see, I'd also like to thank Professor Karl Niklas, our moderator, because his silver tongue and his inside knowledge of town of Ithaca politics and government were really what made the show work and be possible. So thank you all.
Tim Tunison from Ithaca College.
I'm back. I would like to make an announcement. Mayor Cohen has left the room because I scared him so many times the first time when I interviewed him that he was afraid I might ask him another one of those hard-hitting questions. Like I said before, here we are again. This is another production of ICTV News, and watch out, politicians, because there'll be a new mayor trying to get in 4 years, and we'll be there to ask the tough questions. Thanks.
All right, we're on category number 9, and we've got celebrity presenters. We've saved the most exotic celebrity presenters for last, and they are Access personalities, Tinfoil Man, come on up, Tinfoil Man, and Gas Boy. Presenting for the instructional category.
Tinfoil Man, how do you go to the bathroom?
We don't go to the bathroom. Boom, boom. This is a real privilege to be on television for all you Americans out there.
Hi, Mom!
This is the presentation for the category of educational programming. The entries are as follows. The Finnish language overview, produced by Rita Cederstrom.
We are going to review the same material but also learn the meanings of the words. Few things you need to know. Some words. Tämä, this, tuo, that. Se, on, it is. Onko se, is it. Kyllä, yes. Ei, no. Se ei ole, it is not. And some consonant changes before ending. Double K turns into K, double P into P, double T into T. K disappears, P turns into V, T into D, and K turns into NG, and T into NN. All this before endings, SSR, SSR, which means in the house. LLR, LLR, on the table.
Cooking 101 by Joanna Brown and Christina Andrews.
Welcome to Cooking 101, the cooking show for people who can't cook. I'm your host, Annie Davis. With me this evening, Executive Chef Steve Daniels and Chef Brett Kisser. No, Kisser. I was going to say Kisser because that's what he told me that it rhymes with, but I forgot. Anyway, this evening we're going to make sandwiches. A whole lot of sandwiches. We got chicken BLTs, we have Reubens, and a beef fajita sandwich, which sounds very interesting.
Hi, we are Ina and Jorge from Venezuela, and we are here because we want to show you how to prepare a special dish from our country. It's
And
called
of course,
asado.
Cooking from Around the World by Nancy Wolfram.
A big piece of meat that you can join with rice or with vegetables, whatever you want. It is a big piece of meat that you can enjoy with your whole family or with a group of friends because you can feel full, really full after you enjoy it. So we hope that you're going to enjoy as much as we do this dish in our country. Okay, please continue with us.
First of all, we have to grate the onions in the food processor.
I hope the winner has a great recipe for Jiffy Pop popcorn or TV dinners. They're my favorite. Tell us the winner, Gas Boy. Like a cloud.
And the and the winner is Finnish language overview by Rita Cederstrom. Yay! Good job! Way to go!
Yeah. I'm sorry I had to disappoint you. I don't have any good recipes for TV dinners. But I want to take this opportunity to thank the crew, Heather Arns and Paul Smith and Lauren Stefanelli and Greg Bowman, because as you see, my program is heavily edited. It's composed of an animated section and also live section. I have to use the editing room equipment, and I'm not technically inclined. So they deserve an honorable mention for heroism on the job. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations. That's gone through our 9 categories, and now we're at, and we know that Tinfoil Man has a hard time under these hot lights, so we appreciate him sticking with us through all of this. We're now up to the Best of Show category. As I mentioned earlier, all of the programs are on a 5-point system, and so no matter which category they were in and whether they won in their particular category or not, the 2 highest scoring public access programs and the 2 highest scoring educational access programs are going to be sent on at Time Warner expense to a national access competition called the Hometown Video Festival, which will give them exposure. The festival will be held in Washington, D.C. this year, and it will be shown on access television in Washington and the surrounding neighborhoods, and bicycled around the country, the shows that win that competition. So the shows that we are sending on, the highest scoring programs, for public access, the highest scoring program in this whole competition is Dream Street by Gossa Tsegaye. Gossa's missed a second chance for recognition by not being here tonight, and I know this will kill him even twice as bad. The second highest scoring public access program, Ithaca Calendar Clock by Joel Warren and Larry McGill. Joel, come on up.
There's my returned book slips.
Yep, that's right. That's right. And here you are, right here. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank everybody. I'd like to thank Larry in particular for dragging me into this process. It took 20 years of research and a year almost of editing to put this thing together. It was a kind of a story that if we hadn't had this facility, never would have been told, and it was already lost, but it took, like I said, 20 years to actually keep it together. So we really appreciate the opportunity to do that. So thank you.
Thank you. And we appreciate the opportunity to have another piece of Ithaca's history saved for us for all time by this work. The 2 highest scoring educational access programs, the highest scoring one was Lake Street News by Jeff Spence and the Gun Hill Gang. Come on up, Jeff. Here we are.
Thank you, Lauren.
Say something.
I already said something. We're having a good time and we're learning a lot, and we hope our programming gets more exposure. I hope you watch us on Friday night at 7 o'clock. And we have news as the first half, and the second half is called Psychotic Creations. It's the only way I can get them to do news.
And the second educational access program that's going to be sent on is True Colors number 2, Homeless in Ithaca by Ithaca College students. Chris Cordery and Mark French. Come on up. And I'd just like to read off the list of your Mark?
No.
Your Chris?
Nope,
one of the editors. Okay, let's see. You're in this list then, I'll bet you. You want to read them off?
Jennifer Saltzgiver, one of the reporters. Chris Hunt, a shooter. Pat Kehoe, a shooter. Myself, Kevin Callahan, one of the editors. John Solomon, another shooter. Amy Terenzio, production assistant. Mike Dobler, audio. Andrew Kirschenbaum, audio. And Matt Horowitz, a production assistant. Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, those are our 4 highest scoring programs that are going on to the national competition. And we have one final award for you tonight. Usually every year we have a Special Achievement or Lifetime Achievement Award. And this is selected by the staff on the basis of a special contribution that this individual has made to PE or G access. And the winner this year is someone who has done a series for 6 solid years and is finally wrapping up his program this year. He has gotten his program shown on about half a dozen different access centers in this region and has gotten himself recognized by affiliate members of his organization, the Veterans of America. And in fact, he just mentioned to me the other day that he's still running into people in the veterans organizations that think that he is a highly paid video producer that's getting tons of money for making this public access series. Well, he's not getting tons of money for doing this, but before he leaves us, by his account, he's about to finish show number 300, and he's about to call it a day with show number 300. We'd like to thank him for all his hard work and the real quality that he's added to the channel. Harvey Baker for Veterans Affairs. And Harvey's crew member, Dick Crozier, perhaps you'd like to come up as well.
Well, I'd like to say that we've been doing this for 6 years, and it's been a lot of fun, a lot of pain, a lot of headache, very bad pay.
When did we have fun?
Very bad pay. But the crew guys have stayed with us for a long time. Larry Wendt, Ron Pluck, Roger Christian, who's on the show, Buddy Bellenzoff. A lot of guys helped us over the 6 years, but we tried to put together a program that was interesting and informative at the same time. And thank you very much.
You can say something. That's all right. Harvey, while we got the microphone, you want to do a review and comment?
No.
Okay, then that's it. Remember, this is the land of the free because it's the home of the brave.
Thank you for joining us this evening. I hope that you've enjoyed taking a peek at many of the best programs of PEG Access for 1995. I hope that some of you at home are inspired to come down to the PEGASYS Center for an orientation to find out more about us. We'll be happy to send you an information packet about opportunities for you in Access Television if you just call us at 272-7272. We're open 7 days a week from 3 till 11:30. Thank you once again to our judges, to our presenters, to our sponsors, which you'll see listed again at the end of the program, and last but certainly not least, to the staff and the volunteers who are actually serving as the crew for this production. And to conclude the program, I'd like to have all the award winners with their certificates come forward for a group photo. Come on up. And to those of you at home, thanks for tuning in, and good night.